Hello students, welcome to the first lecture of pharmacology, and today we will be discussing in general about pharmacology. So let's start. So talking about pharmacology, it basically deals with the interaction of any chemical substance which can produce a biological response with the living system, right? So it basically considers all aspects of the knowledge about drug, but most importantly it considers those aspects that are relevant to effective and safe use for medicinal purpose. Now, for thousands of years, most drugs were crude, natural products of unknown composition and limited efficacy, right? So only over the past few years and because of the efforts, these substances, they have been studied precisely, and their effect on the human body is now discovered. Pharmacology as an experimental science was first understood by a scientist in 1847 in Germany, right? So since then this study is widely done nowadays. Now there are two main divisions of pharmacology. The first is pharmacodynamics and the second one is pharmacokinetics. Now as the term suggests, dynamics. So dynamics is known as power, right? So this deals with what the drug does to the body, meaning that what is the power of your drug. This includes the physiological and biochemical effects of drugs and their mechanism of action at organ level, right? Now the second term is your pharmacokinetics. Now as the name suggests, kinesis means movement. So this basically deals with what the body does to the drug. Now this refers to the movement of the drug in and alteration of the drug by the body, which includes your absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion of the drug. Now coming to the scope of studying pharmacology, so the main purpose of studying this particular subject is to understand about drug, like how the drug works and what the drug exactly does to the body. Secondly, it also deals with when we have a drug or intake a drug, what all changes happen in the drug, right? So it deals with both the aspects, what the drug does to the body and what the body does to the drug. So the main purpose or the main scope of studying this particular subject is to understand about drug, its mechanism of action and what all happens in the drug when we take it. Now coming to drug. So drug is the single active chemical entity which is present in a medicine that is used for diagnosis, prevention, treatment and curing a particular disease, right? So WHO defines drug as any substance or product that is used or is intended to be used to modify physiological system or pathological state for the benefit of the recipient. Recipient is the person who is taking that particular drug. Now coming to the definition of toxicology. So it is basically the study of poisonous effect, as the name suggests, toxicology. Toxic is something poisonous. So it is the study of poisonous effect of the drug and other chemicals, for example your environmental pollutants, right, with a motive to detect, prevent and treat any poisoning. Now the next topic that we need to understand is the essential medicine concept, right? So the WHO has defined essential medicine as those that satisfy the priority healthcare needs of the population. They are selected with due regard to the public health relevance, right? Now essential medicines are intended to be available within the context of functioning health system at all times and in adequate amount in appropriate dosage form with assured quality and adequate information, right? Now it has been realized that only a handful of medicine out of the large number of medicines which are available, they can meet the healthcare needs of majority of the people in our country, and that many well tested and cheaper medicines are equally effective and safe as the newer, more expensive drugs. Now for the optimum utilization of resources, governments should concentrate on these medicines, and these medicines are identified as essential medicines, right? Now to guide different countries, WHO brought out its first model list of essential medicine in 1977, and from then it has been revised. India has also produced its national essential drug list in 1996, and it has again been revised in 2011, right? Now there's a slight difference between your prescription drugs and non-prescription drugs. So as the name suggests, prescription drugs are the one which are distributed or which are being compounded only if a prescription is produced, and non-prescription drugs are the drugs which are given or which are compounded even if there is no prescription with a person, right? Now non-prescription drugs are also termed as your over-the-counter drugs, and examples are your analgesics. Analgesics are the painkillers, antacids and laxatives. So thank you so much, dear students. This was all in today's lecture. Today we studied in general about pharmacology, the scope of studying pharmacology, the importance of pharmacology, right? So if you have any queries, any doubt in today's lecture, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you for attending the class.